allow or let's do it.
Ah.
I'm going to hit the blue button here and see if maybe you'll appear on television and enjoy. Look at that. Look at that. I said, let's do it. And there the man is.
You've got power. Magic touch.
I don't know that I do, but I know he does. Scotty McCreery, welcome back to Coffee Country and Cody, buddy. You have the distinction of being, during quarantine, I think the first ever Circle Sessions Zoom interview and performance was with you during this craziness.
Oh, that was a blast. Absolutely. So that was pretty early on in the whole quarantine thing too. So good to be back. Absolutely.
As I recall, you're at the Ryman Auditorium this morning, but you were a long way from the Ryman on the beach back home in North Carolina, I think, when we did that, weren't you?
Yeah, we were out there on the coast for a couple of days. It was, I think there was either a storm coming or we were doing something, but it was nice to be over there, but even nicer to be back at the Ryman Auditorium. It's, I'm just jacked up. I'm pumped.
Refresh my memory. Was that the last place you played for a live audience? A sold-out crowd and a standing ovation?
Yeah, it was the last show here at the Ryman last show here at the Ryman for us. We had a thing the next night, but it was like shutdowns were happening and like 20% of the people showed up. So it was like, oh boy. So, but it was, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's really full circle. The fact that the last show at the Ryman Auditorium, and here we are 6 months later, and the first show back here with fans. So it's really an honor to me. It seems pretty historic, and there's a lot of history at this place. So to be a small part of it's really, really pretty cool.
Been a lot of things go down in there since 1892 when Captain Tom Ryman helped finance what we now know as the Ryman Auditorium. It was then called the Union Gospel Tabernacle. Mm-hmm. That's how it got the Mother Church.
That's right.
Delineation and notification.
You guys are sold out. People must be so excited to return to something in person tonight. Do you think you'll have to kind of pinch yourself that you're actually doing it when you step on that stage?
It's funny enough. It feels like one day it feels like just yesterday we were playing a show, and another time it feels like it was 20 years ago. I mean, yeah. It's just crazy how it goes like that. But yeah, we're going to be giving it all we got tonight. It's a lot of built-up energy, and me and the band are going to be thrilled to be back on the stage.
Live at the Ryman live stream tonight, 8 o'clock, question and answers before the show. We were going to do that virtually, and we're still inviting the virtual audience to be a part of it, live stream for $10. And limited number initially was 125. Well, I think 300 is what we were looking at. And then they said, okay, you can have 125 people. So we're going to involve both the virtual audience and the live audience in the Q&A, as I understand it. Scotty, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to be in person, socially distanced, masked, and safe, and then we're going to be doing it virtually as well. So, so feel free, anybody out there, if you're listening, come join us. And Ryman.com, I think, is where you check it out.
I'm curious, you and Gabi have known each other since you were wee little kids, and now that you're married, she's been used to you being gone and this road life. Did at some point during this quarantine, she said, don't you have someplace you could go or something to do? All this togetherness.
Yeah, she's probably thought that a few times. I've been loving life, living with her as much as we have, but she's probably thought, man, I thought he was supposed to be on the road a lot more than this. But, it's been great, though. We've really, it's been an adjustment, though. I mean, for me, road life is, it can be late nights and you sleep in during the day, but at home it's like just wake up and get the day started. So I've had to adjust my sleep schedule quite a bit over the last 6 months.
Something else you're going to do that will be a first for your fans tonight, because we tried to break the embargo on your new single, You Time, and debut it this morning, but we were told that would not happen. But people will see it and hear it for the first time tonight if they join you either in that group of 125 who have tickets or on the Ryman live stream, right?
Yeah, for sure. First time we're playing it. So it's wrote the song a couple years ago, and I've loved it ever since. So I'm glad it's going to be the new single, and glad to debut it, at the Ryman Auditorium. So not a better place to do it, but I hope people like it. It's always nerve-wracking playing it the first time.
The timing is ironic, too. You time. And that's what you're getting right now with your lady, and all of us are getting with our families. Isn't that interesting how that lined up the way it did? It's perfect.
I know. It really did. I wrote this when we weren't getting a lot of you time. And I was on the road busy as I've ever been. And she was a pediatric nurse at Duke Hospital. And so we were, our neighbor would laugh. Our neighbor Shafi, he'd see us, me coming back home from the airport to be driving out to work, and it was like 2 ships passing in the night.
Oh, wow.
It was thanks a lot of times. So nowadays we're seeing each other every day, and it's awesome. But a lot of you time now.
Well, you got some number one time recently with the song called In Between. We're going to feature that. And tell me about the inspiration. What I understand is like the largest party ever thrown on campus in the history of North Carolina State University.
Oh, man. I didn't know where you were going with that. It was a big time. Our buddy Andrew, we call him Bird. His birthday was the same day as back to school day at NC State. So we were just going to do a little thing called Birdapalooza. But we only invited like 50, 75 people. And, it wasn't supposed to be all that big, but I guess word spread around. And it got to be, I went upstairs to get a drink, came back down, and it was like 300 to 400 people. Google Maps was red on our street. I mean, it was wild. So definitely that was a big night for us. We talk about it often, for sure.
And so out of that, you got an idea to do this song, write this song?
In between, yeah, it's I feel like you can have fun, you can do that, but you can also, be very down to earth, very chill. And I feel like nowadays you only hear about the extremes one way or the other, but I feel like a lot of us are just kind of cruising down the middle, doing our thing, going with the flow. That's me, a go with the flow kind of guy. So that's where it came from. Go with the flow live stream with Scotty McCreery tonight. If you don't already have your tickets, you're one of those 125 lucky folks who will be at the Ryman Auditorium. Here's In Between. We'll come back and wrap it up.